Bumbuna Dam in the nearby lush Sula Mountains in central Sierra Leone provides a scenic view for visitors to the region. Bumbuna is the country's first ever hydroelectric power plant and was switched on last November to send a wave of regular power to the capital, Freetown.
With the completion of the second phase, we have a total capacity of 150 megawatts power generated on Bumbuna hydropower plant.
Construction of the dam was funded by the World Bank and other partners at a cost of $300 million. Early this year, the organization's president, Robert Zoellick, was in the country to inspect the facility.
This is a good example for Sierra Leone of how you can generate additional electricity, not only for the people of Sierra Leone, but maybe over time for the region. Because we talked about another dam prospect that could add about 350 megawatts a little bit up the river. So these are, probably only about 7 to 8% of the potential hydropower in Africa has been tapped. And so this is a wonderful opportunity if we can get the formula right for the people.
It's been a long-awaited project that took 30 years to complete. Construction at Bumbuna was delayed after a decade-long civil war broke out here in 1991. Much of Freetown's infrastructure was destroyed at the time, and many power transmission lines were looted in the process. Though the government is working hard to expand Bumbuna and double its power output, old lines will have to be replaced first.
One of the main challenges we have now is to develop a supporting transmission and distribution network to cope with whatever energy you produce. Because if you have the energy, the electricity produced, and you cannot transmit it to where it is needed, and then distribute it to the various houses, that is one. Secondly, to make sure that the system is very reliable, so that the losses can be reduced, both technical and non-technical losses, so that most of what you produce gets to the user. And in that way you can bring in revenue and you can get things done.
In Kasokra, a hillside village near the Bumbuna Dam, a group of women are out in the fields planting groundnuts. They are among 5,000 people who are relocated here from areas now covered by the dam's waters. Though they live near the plant, they are yet to enjoy the electricity generated by Bumbuna. When they moved, the families were offered twice the land they used to own, housing and agricultural support in compensation. Even then, some like Kumba Ture are still not happy with the program.
They gave us money, but it wasn't enough to build. It was only enough for planting crops. We shared out the money in the town. They haven't told us if they will build our houses for us, apart from the rumors that we've had.
They came and taught us how to plant. We started with the groundnuts. We didn't get much from the first planting, so now we are planting again, and we are hoping that we'll get better results this time.
In the capital, at least most parts of the city now get regular electricity, and many residents say it's changed things. Akimatu Ture makes about $7 a day, charging mobile phones. He also sells sweets and cigarettes at his stall.
Now things are better because in the past I was really burning fuel. Because I need the light, and so when there is no light, I put on the generator. But now light is here, I don't use the generator.
The lights are good because when people see the lights, they see my stall and they come by. Also, it makes the market look nice.
The government plans to bring down the price of power as it expands the electricity network in the hope that this will also attract more investors to the country. Before Bumbuna, much of the country relied on an emergency power plant run using diesel generators, which cost about $2 million a month in fuel. Majority of the country's 5.7 million people still depend on private generators to run their businesses and homes.
We had an emergency power program, but as you know, emergency power programs are very expensive. They cost you up to 2-3 times the normal cost. So what we're trying to do now is to phase them out. We've already phased one out. The second one, we're just using it as a standby, and it's expected to be phased out very soon. So that what we try to do is to get rid of those, because these are diesel machines using diesel as fuel. And with that, the tariff is almost 2-3 times the normal tariff.
Sierra Leone's government needs about $520 million to expand Bumbuna Dam further. With more power, many in the country will be able to access a cleaner, reliable source of energy, while at the same time get a chance to invest in businesses that can help boost the country's recovery process.